Welcome to the Nascar SpideyDitko Cup Series. We're almost at the end of the season, but before we end the season off at Charlotte, we have one more mile-and-a-half race, and that takes us here to Fort Worth, here at Texas Motor Speedway. This track played host for the second race last year of the season, and now it is the second to final race as the Camaro Z1 pace car leads the field. We're going to have a look at today's starting grid lineup for today's AAA Texas 500. Here's the Walmart starting grid. Ryan Blaney, Busch Beer Pole Award winner, along with Clint Boyer, having a nice, solid run-ins. Harvick and Almirola. Keselowski, Danny Hamlin, still haven't won a race this year, as is Joey Logano as well, along with Kurt Busch. William Byron and Kyle Busch, one of the championship contenders, in second. Menard and Jones alongside each other. Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Newman, along with Matt Kenseth and Chase Elliott. Ricky Stenhouse and Alex Bowman. Daniel Suarez and Jamie McMurray. Jamie McMurray had a really good run last week, along with Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson. Jimmy Johnson, the points leader, had a poor qualifying run. He is next to Ty Dillon. Next is AJ Allmendinger and Austin Dillon. David Reagan and Regan Smith filling in for Casey Kane, along with then Matt DiBenedetto, Danica Patrick, and Gray Galding rounds up the field in last. So it is 11 laps, 501 miles, and turns 1 and 2, 20 degrees of banking, turns 3 and 4, 24 degrees of banking. And this track has been repaved and reconfigured, and we don't know what could happen in this race. Green flag is out. We are racing here in Texas, and already big crash in turns 1. Wow, that collected almost half of the front runners. Boyer, Blaney, Harvick, Logano, the two Busch brothers, Byron, Keselowski, and Hamlin on the top of Kurt Busch. Well, I was mentioning how turns 1 and 2 would be treacherous on a restart, but I wasn't holy cow, that took out almost half the front runners. And this is a bad situation for Kyle Busch, as Kyle Busch needed to go into this race with the most points, either leading laps or maybe even winning the race, to get a really good, as you see, 9 cars collected in this one, and that's nearly half of the front runners. The guys who qualified up in the front row that were collected, but this is a bad situation for Kyle Busch, as the points are as he lost so many points that it could most likely be that Jimmy Johnson will probably, as we got some cars pitting and some stayed out. So coupled with the 4 fresh tires, if we go to Charlotte next weekend, Jimmy Johnson could easily just win the championship from there. But we'll have to see, as cars did say out, Logano is the leader and Truex as well. And Truex, he's actually third in the points, but he's been out of contention, or he was put out of contention at a long time ago, as the green flag goes back out. Logano leading in the turns 1 as Austin Dillon gets turned along with Kyle Larson to Ty Dillon, and we got another wreck in the back. Daniel Suarez was involved, Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher, and Danica Patrick as well. That turns 1 and 2 though. It's so treacherous, as Chase Elliott actually took the lead there. And now we're going to have another restart, and we really haven't seen who's been the best car. We haven't even had a long run in this race, and this is going to be a short run. Only 5 to go in this race, and this is really it's going to be really down to who is going to win this race, who has the best restart. Chase Elliott easily loses the lead there, as Jamie McMurray, out of nowhere, down the front straightaway, takes the lead away from Logano. Logano wisely doesn't do anything, as we know how it can get treachery on those restarts, and it looks like that we are now finally can get to see who's good on these longer or shorter runs. As Daniel Suarez, one of the cars, got collected in one of these wrecks. He pulls down the pit road for some more repairs as Jimmie Johnson takes the lead away from Jamie McMurray. And Martin Truex Jr. now looking to take the lead away from Jimmie Johnson as well. Like I said before, Truex rather, he doesn't care about the points. He wants to win. As McMurray now gets passes by Chase Elliott. Look at Regan Smith as the white flag goes out. Who will win it here at Texas? 3 wide down the backstretch there for a moment there. Logano to the inside of Jimmy and Truex. And he wrecks! He wrecks both of them. Logano wins at Texas. And Truex slides down to the tri-oval. Unofficially. I don't know where he finished, but I don't know about that. That seemed like a pretty dirty and aggressive move right there by Logano, but the fans are booing him right now, actually. I don't know if you could hear it. Almost like if Kyle Busch won the race. But Joey Logano, controversially, wins at Texas, and I mean, I feel like that incident could have really been avoided, but Logano simply got to the rear quarter panel of Jimmie Johnson and simply just wrecked him and Truex out. And Jimmy unofficially finished in 3rd, but I don't think that was a really good way to win a race. I don't think that was really a good way for Logano to win a race. As Logano, he does break his long winless streak. The last time he won was at Pocono. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Rather than there'll be big discussions. As is official, your 2 championship contenders will be the 7-time champion of Jimmie Johnson and the 2-time champion of Kyle Busch. He won the championship last year. He's going to try to go for his 3rd, and Jimmy will try to make history. 8th championship. Will make his 8th. He's going to try to go for his 8th championship. So congrats, B-Man NASCAR, for getting your first win of the season in a controversial way. I just really don't know what to say about this other than Logano, we'll probably get a lot of hate off of social media and probably on Twitter after this race. That's for darn sure. But what a crazy race here. Just 2 big wrecks on 2 restarts. Just wow. So we thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And this channel will not get affected by Copa. We'll see you next weekend at Charlotte as we're going to figure out who will win the Season 2 title. Jimmie Johnson or Kyle Busch. Stay tuned.